Belachara offers seniors beautiful apartment living. It's a special, secure place to belong, providing choice, freedom and professional care. Each spacious apartment comes with an ensuite, veranda, security and on-call nurses. Entertain your guests in the elegantly appointed shared spaces. Our vibrant activities program will keep your mind and body active. Belachara welcomes new residents. Call us today on 5202 5300 for a personal tour.
Welcome to the Good Friday edition of News Geelong. Hope you're enjoying a relaxing and safe Easter break. Tonight on News Geelong we look at the continued community support and involvement with Bravehearts, an organisation leading the way in child protection advocacy. We also journey on out to the historic Pyrrha Homestead at Lara for the annual Food and Wine Festival. From the world of Geelong sport, Alex Tigani wraps up the GCA Division 1 Cricket Grand Final and looks at the final round of football practice matches in local football. While weather-wise, we cover the expected forecast for Geelong and the Surf Coast over the next 6 days. St Patrick's Day is always a time of green merriment and fun, and this year was no exception, as Geelong let us hair down at locations around the town. We joined the little green people at the Elephant and Castle with News Geelong's Green Goblin, Meryl Friend.
We're here at the Elephant and Castle on St Patrick's Day. Everybody's having a wonderful time, and may the luck of the Irish be with you.
Oh, look, it's a great event. It's been going for 17 years now at the Elephant, and we've been involved in the Elephant now for our second St Pat's Day, and yeah, we love it. Hopefully we'll get about 2,000 people through the doors, so yeah, it's a great day.
And amazing Irish bands?
Yeah, we've got Scaffens and the Cat from Ballarat, we've got Tolka from Melbourne, and we have Geelong's own Mongolian fishmongers finishing off tonight at about 7 o'clock.
Right, so what time will it all wrap up?
It'll wrap up about 11 o'clock, so the neighbours will be happy.
And then you'll need a week off?
Then I'll need a week off, definitely, 100%, yes.
Okay, well, may the luck of the Irish be with you.
Yes, definitely, thank you, and God bless everyone, thank you.
We've got Liesl, who's actually from Ireland, who's now an Australian citizen. What does St Patrick's Day mean to you?
Lots of drinking and lots of fun.
Now, obviously, there's not a whole lot of Irish people in here, so it doesn't mean you have to be Irish to enjoy St Patrick's Day.
No, I've got all my friends here drinking with me, helping me to celebrate. So it's as big to me as probably Australia Day is to Aussies, so everyone gets on board with it. It's good.
Okay, so whereabouts in Ireland were you from?
Dublin.
Okay, and what made you come to Australia?
I met my husband, who's just nipped out for a minute. I came over on a work holiday visa and I met my husband, and yeah,
Rest is history.
fell in love with Australia, fell in love with him.
Fantastic.
American friend.
Okay, even Americans can enjoy St Patrick's Day.
It's just a good chance to catch up with friends, have a few drinks and just enjoy it.
Any excuse will do, really.
Pretty much, but now we can dress up in stupid green hats and it'll be okay.
Absolutely. All right. Hope you have a fantastic day, guys.
Of course, we're going to be here. The best place in Geelong, without question.
Absolutely, and it's been a tradition at the Elephant and Castle, hasn't it?
It has for many, many, many years, and everyone has a terrific day, long into the evening. We've got some fantastic bands today, great food, and I can't believe, actually, the crowd in here already, and it's still the morning. Yeah.
So the day will be long and very green.
Very green and very black, I think, as well. I think there's going to be a few pints of Guinness, and we've got green beer floating around. I think we've got Irish stew and Guinness pie. So, yeah, and I've just been in the kitchen. They've been very, very hard at work in preparing all the traditional dishes of the day. So I just hope everyone has a fantastic time. It's already a great turnout from Geelong. So.
Yeah, and the weather's fine?
Weather's perfect. My general manager last night was absolutely panicking about the rain. He's just walked past. That was him. We were at Neil Young concert last night, and of course it bucketed down. So no, very, very happy the way it's came out. But look, at the end of the day, it's Irish. It always rains in bloody Ireland. It doesn't matter if it rains here. We don't care.
From the Elephant and Castle on St Patrick's Day, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. News Geelong has kept you up to date with ongoing reports regarding the continued developments between the Geelong and Timor-Leste Vikeki region. Last week, the Geelong Library Corporation held an enjoyable trivia night at the Old Geelong West Town Hall, raising $35,000 for the continued development of libraries and assistance in education throughout Timor-Leste. At the trivia night for the Geelong Libraries Timor-Leste, gives us great joy to introduce Patrice Hall, who has been to Timor-Leste on 14 occasions in the role as a midwife. Patrice, what keeps you going back to Timor-Leste?
There's something special about the place. I first went in 2005. Keep talking. My nephew was there in the army in 2000, and he said, if you're looking for something special to do, find a way to go to Timor. So I first went with Christian College, a school in Geelong, just as a volunteer. And while you said I'm a midwife, I'm a jack of all trades. So I'm also a cleaner and a painter and play with the kids. And it's just become a very special part of my life.
Patrice, on the medical side of things, for our viewers, how can we look at Timor-Leste and their medical conditions? We've done many stories on Timor-Leste, but this time let's look at the medical conditions.
Dili has good medical services and facilities. Once you get out of Dili, the quality and standard of care is probably equal to very rural outback Australia, if not that. The three challenges that the Timorese face are, one, recognising the need to go to hospital, two is having the transport to get to hospital, and three, having someone there who'll give them the care that they need. And in the past, they always leave it too late to go to hospital, so there's a lot of deaths. So the Timorese actually have a fear of going to hospital because they think if you go to hospital, you'll die. But the reason is you'll die because you've left it too late.
It's a trivia night for the Geelong Timor-Leste group, and Paddy Manolis is number one organiser. Paddy, a wonderful buzz around the hall.
Yes, it's very exciting. We've got over 350 people coming along tonight, and the main reason they're doing that is to support Timor-Leste libraries and education projects, and we hope to raise a lot of money.
We spoke with Patrice Hall earlier about the medical side of things. From a library and education side of things, we're taking progressive steps forward in Vakeki and or Timor-Leste.
Yes, that's right. So there are a number of libraries already operating in Timor, but at the moment they don't have any support in terms of regular funding. So what we do is we raise funds to help them with staff training, with collection development, building redevelopment, that kind of thing, to support them to keep going and continue with that important work of providing.
And the youth of Timor-Leste, particularly around the district of Vakeki, I mean, a lot of them wouldn't have seen a library book in their life before.
No, so that's a really important function of the library. It's to provide space for them to study, but it's also to provide resources for them to use for education. They're not very plentiful at the moment in Timor.
I'm looking forward to a very good night in support of a wonderful cause.
It is a wonderful cause, and I think we're so proud in Geelong to have developed this relationship with Timor-Leste, or East Timor as it used to be known, and in particular the district of Vakeki, and the very hard-working volunteers we've got around the Geelong and district doing a lot of great work developing that friendship.
I think you've said it very well, Graham. The connection goes back to the early 2000s when the first election was held, and Barbara Abley and the mayor at the time went across to take part as a observer of the elections, and since then there's been a close connection. More recently, of course, in the last 5 or 6 years, a number of communities have taken a great interest in Geelong, have taken an interest in Vakeki in particular, and this is about raising funds for their schools and libraries, particularly in Timor-Leste, to help the community there redevelop and build. The base of any good community is education, and this is a wonderful way that we in Geelong can support them.
Thank you to all involved, and congratulations to Paddy Manolis and her organising committee. As we head to a break on News Geelong, remember, Twitter us at News Geelong 31 or on Facebook, www.facebook.com/News Geelong 31. We'll return with more news after this.